G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video, I thought it would be a fun little one to go through something that I've been seeing a lot on Twitter, a lot on Reddit of late, and that is the Dokkan Favorites template. So shout out to Deodorant who I've gotten this template off. You can find it on Google Images, and it just sort of runs through all your favorite aspects of the game. So I thought, why not go through mine and I guess see how it does differ to yours. So starts off with your favorite unit all time. I love Broly. In particular, Broly before he goes into Legendary Super Saiyan. I think that he looks absolutely fire in terms of his character design. So the Tech LR Broly is just as good as it gets for me. Really looking forward to his EZA when it eventually does come, and hopefully they do give him a lot of usability there. But so yeah, he takes out my favourite unit of all time. So for best animations, I've gone with a unit that has so many animations to choose from. So that's why it was the Tech Super Gogeta for me. He's firstly, you've got that fusion, that transformation into Tech Super Saiyan Gogeta is up there with as good as it gets on Dokkan. You've got that Fire 18 key, and then you've also got that nullification. You've got the KO screen with the little smile. Like just everything about him. I know there's some funky little frames in his 12 key super, um, but yeah, I think as an overall, it the top of the top for Tech Gogeta definitely sits with the best of them. Another option up there would have been the physical Ultimate Gohan, Beast Gohan. Just that special beam cannon really does carry. So for the best artwork, I was tossing up between the physical Janemba and this TUR of the LR UI Goku. Ended up going with the LR UI Goku. This is the guy that I use on my profile. I think his TUR is fire. Wish you could put a sticker on that. You've got the key spheres, the aura. If at some point they allowed us to put a sticker on that, I feel like it would be top tier. Um, I actually do have this guy, yeah, maxed out link level 10, so do rate his artwork super highly. For coolest design, going with a very recent unit here, and that's going to be the Super Saiyan, the Saiyan Day God Goku. I think just because of his design, he's literally useful everywhere. Long events, he stacks defense. Short events, he can guard and dodge. He's just got a ton of versatility with his stack, with his orb changing as well. Like you don't even necessarily need to run this guy on rotation, and he's still super insanely good. So personal game changer was the first anniversary for me. So as it says up in the top left, I did start in January 2020. So I'm up to about, what am I? I think I'm at just over 1200 days logged in. And the first anniversary came around for me, which was the 5th, and the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan was on. So most difficult content was still the Legendary Goku event, stacking units reigned supreme. Um, Gohan, you could run both of the 5th anniversary units on there as well. It was just insane. So yeah, he really helped me. For my favourite team, I've got them both on the side, but number one, it probably sits at the Tech Gods. So you can see on the side, I've got the Tech Gods with the Physical God Coup. Running those two together, super enjoyable. A lot of versatility. Then I've got the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan alongside the Tech Bird Goku. So Bird Coup gives us a revive, where Gohan, I love using him because we've got Gamma 1 in the team and we can transform. So being able to go into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, not only are the animations awesome, but he's insanely busted. So then you got Gamma 1 and then also the physical Kid Goku. Orb Changer just helps the team run really smoothly as well. Then my second favourite team is one that's just gotten the Bub, and that is the Orange Piccolo team. So we just added the addition of the physical EZA Piccolo. I really enjoyed that fight with the between Piccolo and 17. So being able to transform with Piccolo and for him to be extremely useful just makes this team so good. STR Piccolo is one of my favourite supports. The STR Super Saiyan Goku, He's a little bit wonky with his animations, but still another unit that I really do enjoy using. And then we've also got Gamma 1 and Beast Gohan, so support and then awesome animations. It's a unit that I like, but everyone else seems to hate. Everyone seems to have gone off Vegeta and Trunks lately, saying how quickly they will be to age out and whatnot. Their team's insane. I love their animations, and they're just a go-to for difficult content. So definitely thought that they were someone that was viable to throw in that slot. Someone that I hate, but a lot of people seem to like, is the Tech Janemba. I'll very rarely use him on a team for some extra support, but he's just one of those units where if the orbs aren't right, he gets cooked, and that can definitely send me mental, especially because on teams like Movie Bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, we don't really have much on the variety of orb changes, and yeah, can be painful for him. Underrated, I think Int Godku Easy A is super good. Definitely didn't get the attention that it deserved when that Easy A did drop. Potentially because it was on global first, maybe. But yeah, crazy, crazy good unit. So overrated. I've never been a big offensive powerhouse style of Dokkan, I guess, and for that, I'd say that the STR Goku and Vegeta, especially when they go into Vegito. I love the animations, but just in terms of playstyle, doesn't really suit for me, so a little bit overrated. Favorite OST, I'm a mute player. Yeah, I don't play with the sound on, so I can't comment on that one. My first LR is the Goten and Trunks, definitely not a good one to be your first. And yeah, I believe they were my first Rainbow LR as well. For my favourite event stage, it is definitely the GT Red Zone Shadow Dragon stage. It's sort of one of those it's a good medium, so it's hard enough where you're able to take damage to be able to activate certain aspects of passives, transformations and whatnot. But then it's also long enough that you can really gross out those passives as well. Usually you can really slow it down too to make it go even longer. So I do really enjoy that stage, and if I was going to do a showcase for a unit, that's probably the first place I'd go. For my least favourite event, it is the Cellmax stage. Nothing more than the fact that it was just so RNG based on it. When it first came out, it absolutely drove me mental. That it was pretty much dodge or die. So that's why it's sort of just sticks in my mouth. There's no event that I really hate, but yeah, that one just being full RNG. If you don't dodge, too bad. For most impressive, I've got to go with Orange Piccolo. For a unit to be insanely powerful defensively, offensively, have a giant mode, provides key support when you throw him in slot 1. He's good everywhere, literally everywhere. So I think with the versatility, he's got to be the most impressive unit on global at the moment. Biggest letdown, as I mentioned, my coolest design was the physical God Goku. Well, the biggest letdown was the Super Saiyan aspect of the unit. The active with the damage is definitely nice, but the Super Saiyan Goku, considering what the physical God Goku was, should have been so much better. So yeah, was definitely disappointed with that one. Leader for first time beating Broly and Cell Max was both the God Goku and Vegeta. Just a unit that can dodge, that can crit, cancel active. I know you can't dodge in Broly, but then you've got the type advantage in the final stage, and just the options on the team, like Movie Hero / Power Beyond Super Saiyan, is just an absolutely insane leader skill. So that's the reason that they were the top 2 there for me. Then moving down to best aging, this definitely could have been any of the Golden Freezers, or either of the AGL Golden Freezers. I definitely wouldn't argue that. The thing with Tech Khalifa is she's always going to have a role. If you're going up against a Universal Survival Saga or a Pure Saiyan that allows dodging, it could be your first go-to unit. It's always going to be good for stuff like Battlefield. They just really muffed up with her. In terms of using on most teams, this was a bit of a tight one. I use this physical Kid Goku all the time. He's got his rainbow key sphere changing. He's also got the ability to give that damage reduction support. So between those two abilities, I try to pretty much utilize that on every team that I do run. The other option here was the SDR Piccolo, so I use SDR Piccolo all the time as well. So yeah, that was sort of the argument there, but Physical Kid Goku gets the wrap here. So the next one is the best era of Dokkan. So as I mentioned, I have only been playing since January 2020. So I have missed a lot of the older nostalgia parts of Dokkan, but what I did really enjoy, unit-wise, I would definitely say that the 5th anniversary was crazy with both the Blue Fusions, but in terms of overall content, the units, the download celebration last year was absolutely insane. The new format was perfect with the Dokkan Fest and then getting the carnival. So yeah, I think that probably was the best era for me. For want more joint celebrations, same time celebrations, whatever you want to call them, I thoroughly enjoy when JP and Global are linked up together. We can run through events the same time. There's the joint social media campaigns. Everything's just better. There's so much more hype when everything is at the same time. You look at the Saiyan Day or Golden Week. It's just always positives. So what am I personally waiting on? Beast Gohan, pretty much. We know it's going to come. It's going to be here in the next probably year or so, but it's just waiting on it. To be able to use a playable Beast Gohan is going to be absolutely insane. For my stone check, I actually made this, or did the graphic before login today. So I am up to 1478 now. So definitely on the home run towards saving for global. Hopefully this part 2 LR for Golden Week isn't absolutely insane and makes me want to summon, because I'd like to get up above that 2000 stone range for anniversary. So there you go, guys. That is my Dokkan favourites. Let me know down below how that compares to yours. Some of these could be controversial, I guess, maybe. But yeah, it's all personal preference. So let me know down below your thoughts. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content.